Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's tutorial, I'll be showing us how to make this kimono jacket. So if this is something you're interested in, please keep watching. And hey, this video might be a bit chaotic, but yeah, let's jump right into it. So this is the fabric we'll be using for our tutorial, and the first thing I would want to do is fold my fabric into four. You can see how I'm trying to make sure that we're following properly. So I'm folding it this way, and then I'll fold it into the other parts, making it four folds. By the way, I'm showing you guys my beautiful socks. I mean, it's a new sock, so you guys should see it. So yeah, I've gone ahead to fold the fabric into four, and this is what it looks like here. The next thing I would want to do, I hope you're following up to this point because I'll be cutting the shoulders together, so I won't be joining it separately. So the next thing I would want to do on the side that doesn't have a tear, the side that is folded, I'm going to input my neckline measurement, which is about 3.5 inches, and then I'm going to come down for the neck depth by about 1 inch. So I actually put a spot for 3 inch here, forgetting that it was going to be a kimono, but I corrected it and then I imputed it and the 1 inch to it. So yeah, don't make my mistake. Come down by 1 inch for the neck depth and then make a curve to the top from the neck depth to the neck width. I hope you are following. Yeah, so just do that and make a round neck curve. Yeah. After that is done, the next thing I am going to be doing here is to put the depth for the armhole. So I actually want this kimono arm to be like really wide. Like I want the sleeve to be wide. So I don't want it on my body. I want it really free. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be measuring from the top, from the shoulder point. I'm going to be measuring down 15 inches. So you can decide to make your own less than 15 inches. It all depends on how wide you want your sleeve to be. So yeah, tell me what you think. Will you make yours also wide, or you'll decide to make it like on your body, or maybe 10 inches or whatever? Tell me whatever you think in the comment section. So yes, I'm just drawing a line now to connect this point so that I can use this as a guide when I'm moving on with the next measurement. So yeah, I have my neckline drafted. I have my arm depth, sleeve depth, whatever you want to call it. I have it drafted out already. So yeah, the next thing I'm going to do is confirm the measurement for this 15 inches I did earlier. And so now I'm going to input my using my hip measurements. Like I said earlier, I don't want this kimono on my body. So I'm going to divide my hip measurement into four, and then I'm going to put the measurements here like I am doing here. Hip measurements divided into four. And then I'll put a point there, and I'll go ahead to put 1 inch. You can use 1 inch, you can use 1.5 inch sewing allowance. And so yeah, I went ahead to do this. And the next thing I would want to do is go upward from that same point I marked earlier. You know, I'm using this 15 inches as a guide, so I'll go up by 1 inch. Yes, as you can see here, I'll go up by 1 inch, and then I'll now connect to the point where I have my extra allowance, the 1 inch allowance by the side. I'll make a curve to that place, and when that is done, I'll move on to the next step. I hope you're following to this point. And if you're following to this point and you haven't clicked on the subscribe button, please tell me what you're waiting for. Come on, hit the subscribe button and then let's move on to the next thing. So I've gone ahead to make the curve, and then you can see what I have here. So now from this point, I'm going to make a slant down to the end of the fabric from this point. slant it down to the end of the fabric. So like I did mention earlier, so this is going to be an A-line kimono. It's not going to be the regular box kimono. That's why we have that slant. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my very short ruler to draw the line and connect it down to the end just this way. As I'm carrying it, I'm going to do it all the way to the end of the fabric, and we have our A-line kimono. Yeah, so that's how to draft it. I'm just going to go ahead and then clarify this so that it will be easier for me to just cut out. And once this is done, the next thing I am going to do is to cut out these lines I have. Remember, we're cutting out just the neckline measurement and then the excess extra by the side of this thing that looks like a 7. Looks like I drew 7. Yes, so I'm going to cut out that 7. You get it? Cut out the 7, and that's what I'm going to do now. Now let's cut out. Cut. Yeah, cut, and cut. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it, as you can see. And after this, you'll see that it already looks like a dress when I'm done cutting this out. Remember to cut it step by step, follow the step, and don't miss out anything. You can see this is like a very easy tutorial, so I expect you to get something cute. No mistakes, don't worry, trust yourself, it will come out very well. So this is what I have now after cutting it and then opening it up. This is what it looks like. You can see it already looks like a kimono, but then the front is closed. So now I'm going to split this front open so it doesn't look like a dress, because right now it looks like an actual dress that you just want to join the sides. But remember, this is going to be a kimono. So I'm just going to pick one of the sides. You can decide which side you want to use. I'm just going to pick and put it on fold, just like you can see me doing here exactly. So I'm going to pick it now and fold it for us equally. Place it down and then take from the neck depth. You would see the use of that mark for the 15-inch that I left. You can see the use in this part now. So from the neck width, or rather that's the neck depth, yeah, from the neck depth I'm going to draw a slant. I'll make a slant from that depth to the point where this 15 inches mark is. Remember when I said it was going to serve as a guide? This is the use. So I'm going to now connect this, draw a curve down to that 15 inches point, and then I would be cutting it out. This is what we're going to use to get the opening from the for the front parts of the kimono. I don't know what I was busy looking for, very confused, but yeah, I'm going to now go ahead and cut it out, this 15 inches point. And then to get the other split, you can see that it ends and then it's like really sharp. So all I'll have to do is just use my scissors to open up. You get it? Just watch and see. Like I'm doing now, I'm going to cut this part out. And then I'm going to split the middle. After that slant has been created, I'm just going to go ahead now and split this middle open. Okay, beautiful people, I've gone ahead to split it, and now I'm going to open it and spread it for us to see what our kimono looks like after it has been opened, split, and what's that word? Separated. After all of this has been done, I'm just going to place it down for us to see what it looks like. By the way, I really love this fabric. Like, I can't even explain how much I love this fabric. It's everything. It's so cute. So yeah, and then it made the kimono come out really beautiful. So yeah, this is what the kimono looks like. You can see the front piece, and then you can see what the sides look like. Don't mind me interfering in the video, walking up and down. Mm. So yeah, so you can see the split that was created earlier. I'm just trying to arrange it properly for us to see what it looks like, and you can also see my socks. So guys, um the next thing I would be doing after this step is to join the sides. Remember, this kimono was cut together, so we don't have to join the shoulders. Shoulders are already joined. So I'm just going to join the sides, both sides, starting from the sleeve. I'll join it downward. And then for the front, I'm going to have a what's it called? A band or something. Is it called a band? I can't remember. Attached to the front of the kimono, and then bring it for us to see. So first thing first, this is the sleeve. Remember I said if you're joining, I would advise that you join it from the sleeve. So I'm just going to join it from that armhole downward. It is advisable to do this just in case you did not measure your kimono properly, so you don't have a different what is it called, joining at the top. So I'm going ahead to do this on my machine. As you can see, I kept my camera really close so it was like shaking. So yeah, I double stitched and then moved down to join it using my machine. Yeah. So now the next thing I want to do is take the measurements for the front splits, the splits in front of the kimono, because I want to attach something like a band. Please, just in case I'm calling a different name and you know what it is called, at the point of making this video, I cannot remember what it is called. So I'm going ahead to take the measurements, and then going round, I realized that my tape wasn't enough because, like, I'm taking the measurement from one end of the kimono to the other end of the kimono. So I had over 60 inches. It was over 60 inches. So what I did here is, at this point, I had 60 inches. Yeah, so the next thing I went ahead to do is hold that point and then start all over again from one. So I had 60 inches plus about 37 inches, which gave me about 100 and was it 37, 47? I know I had about 107 inches. So I now went ahead to cut out a band 107 inches long. Of course, you know I won't get that at a go. So first thing I did was cut out 60 inches. Then I added the extra um 47 inches to it. And then after cutting that out, I joined it together. You can see the band here now. It's really long. And then this is what I'm going to attach to the kimono from one end to the other end, of emphasis on one end to the other end. This is about 5 inches wide because I wanted it to be wide in front. You can decide to do it lesser, you can decide to do it wider. It depends on what you want. But I use 5 inches, and then putting it on fold, it's about 2.5 inches. So I folded into two and then attached it on the kimono from one end to the other end, just like this. And I went ahead and stitched it down using my sewing machine. So while attaching this, you need to make sure that the sides are you're attaching them equally. So I took my time to get this part done properly, and then I attached it. So this is what it looks like. Very clean finishing, like super duper clean. Very clean finishing. Yeah, so this is what it looks like. So for the sleeve, I'm going to be using a hemming gum. So this white thing here that I'm holding is a hemming gum and my pressing iron. I want to have a very clean finishing, so I don't want to have threads showing outside of the fabric. So I'm just going to go ahead, and this is the sleeve. I'm going to place my hemming gum inside it, just like you can see in the video. I'm going to place this hemming gum and then I'm going to fold the fabric inward. And after this is done, I'll use my pressing iron to press it down. Once you do this, it stays, like it closes completely, and it gives you a very perfect finishing, which makes your sewing very clean. So I'll do this for the sleeve, and then for the downward towards the length of the dress, like this. You can see there's no thread showing anywhere on this kimono. So this is exactly what your kimono should look like if you follow this tutorial step by step. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye.